before you say anything, before you click off, before you think like, oh, like this Madridista is just gonna insult us and anything, make fun because we're probably gonna go to the Europa League, which you probably are. No, that's not the case. I'm a Madridista. The only thing I care is about Real Madrid's success. Obviously, if we're playing against you guys or we're competing in a way against you guys, and I talk about Barcelona or any team for that matter, yeah, I'm gonna give you shit. But when it comes down to performing and everything, we are in the same league in La Liga, and at the end of the day, you guys performing poorly in Europe reflects on us. Reflects on La Liga, reflects on the monetary value that we get in La Liga, and it reflects on the signings that we can do later on. So we do need you guys. We do need you to perform well. And this is going to be a safe place. This is just going to be an open, judgmental, tough love card or video from a Madridista to Barcelona. If you guys understand, if you have seen me on TikTok, you know that I'm unbiased when it comes down to giving my opinion. Of course, I will always make sure that, like, if I say something or anything, or I'm giving a debate, I will come with the facts. I will come with experience and everything. But when it comes down to just give my opinion about another team, as long as they're not in front of Real Madrid, I will be as unbiased as I can. And as a Madridista, again, there's a lot of things that I can point out about Barcelona, and a lot of things need to change for you guys to be successful. Is this video gonna go anywhere to Barcelona? Probably not. Probably they're never gonna see it. Is this an open letter for the fans and the people that troll me on TikTok? And if you're from TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. Then yes, it's an open debate. It's a safe place. Again, if you don't know, if you're brand new here, my name is Kiko Suarez. Subscribe, join the community. We're trying to grow all the way to what, 1 million football fans, whatever it is. But Barcelona, there's a lot of things that gotta change in that club. You guys did the correct thing by changing your president, but when it comes down to the overall experience, there's a lot of things that gotta change. First off, and this is something that Real Madrid gets criticized a lot, so I can talk from experience. But there's a lot of things that, like, if it wasn't for Florentino Perez, we might be in the same situation, and that's cutting that wood or letting go before it hurts you. And what I mean by that is, we all saw it today. We all know what happened. Piqué no longer up to standard. I'm sorry, Piqué's a legend for you guys. I understand it, but you got to put in perspective. We have Ramos, who's arguably the greatest defender of all time. If not him, Maldini and Ramos is second. We let him go. Florentino said, like, hey, either take this contract or find somebody else that will pay you the money you want. PSG did it, and we let him go on the front door. Marcelo, hey, you're too old. Your contract gone. Casillas, your contract gone. Cristiano Ronaldo wanted the same money as Messi. Hey, we can pay you this. If you don't want it, well, hey, we're gonna find a club that will pay you that, and you'll say yes or no. Juventus was willing to pay the $100 million and pay his wages. He went. And all of them, even though people say like, "Oh, you treat your legends with disrespect," and you don't treat them right. At the end of the day, there's two things that matter. One, Florentino Perez lets them make that decision. Like, lets them be like, "Hey, you either take this or you can go. Like, we're not gonna stop you." Same thing with Bell, Isco, and all of them. They're gonna let that contract. They're gonna be responsible, and they're gonna let that contract run out. But they're also gonna give you the option. If you want to leave early and you don't like the options that you have, the door is wide open. We're never gonna stop you. And two, nobody's bigger than the club, and that was proven with Ronaldo leaving. Doesn't matter how, like, if you think that, like, that was the smart decision or anything, which it ended up proving that it was the smart decision because the wages compared to what Messi was getting charged or was getting paid at Barcelona make a complete difference in the books. There's a reason why you guys are so much in debt, and Messi was a big part of it. Letting Cristiano go was one of the big factors that show, like, hey, nobody, if Ronaldo left, anyone can leave. And that was one of the big things that changed. And you guys got to do the same thing with Piqué. You guys got to do the same thing with Busquets, Sergi Roberto, who I don't know why you guys gave him a renewal. I'll be honest, I don't know why. Who else is there? You got to pay your players, but at the same time, that's none of my business. That's just you guys with your finances that your new president start to fix because Laporta or whatever his name was is doing improperly. I think Laporta is right now, and whoever, you guys don't know what I mean. The last president just messed you guys up beyond belief. Second thing is your culture. And this is something that Madrid fans, we've been saying for the longest time. As long as you win, whatever score says on the scoreboard, it's what matters. Doesn't matter if you had 99% possession, doesn't matter if you had 10 shots on target. and you dominated the whole game. If you lose 1-0, guess what every single fan, gets what every single pundit and everyone's gonna say? A champion knows how to win. You never gave up, you did anything, and a champion knows how to pull off those games that like they're not playing well, but you know they can win it. And that's what Real Madrid has. We have proven it back and back and back and back and back and again and again and again and again. Against Wolfsburgo, we were left for dead. Ronaldo came through. Against Chelsea, Manchester City, Liverpool, and PSG, we were left for dead. And what happened? We pulled through. Why? And that's why the so-called Real Madrid DNA is so important because it's part of our culture. It was engraved by Casillas. It was engraved by Ramos. It was engraved by Cristiano Ronaldo. All those players were a big part of the club. All those players made a drastic change to the culture of Real Madrid. And Jose Mourinho is another reason why. A lot of people forget of that time in 2012, from 2010 to 2013-ish. I think that's when he got sacked. Mourinho was the reason why Guardiola finally we found a crack in his mentality because Mourinho really got under his skin, and that's something that like lighted the culture of Real Madrid for the years to come. And it has shown. It really comes down a lot down to that Mourinho side. And Xavi, I love him. I'm not gonna lie, he's a really good coach for you guys. He has the Mezcum Club. I think that's how you say it, Mezcum Club mentality and personality. And he was there through the best Barcelona we ever seen. He's making a lot of excuses for you guys, and that's not good. That's not good. Oh, we were the better team, but we lost. We had the most possession, but we lost. We were the better team, the flashiest, the most aesthetically pleasing, and we were just unlucky. We He did say in one interview, "Oh, I'm not gonna criticize the referees. That's a very hard job." And then they do their part, we'll do our part. Next game against the one that you guys lost against Inter. Oh no, I'm so disappointed. Like I'm upset. I'm what's the word? I'm disappointed on the refs for not doing their job properly, and that cost us a game. Hypocrisy. Like just because you say one thing and then react the other way, people are allowed to change, but don't like, bro. You are getting recorded for every single angle of the world, and it sounds like because if I remember well, he did say that comment about like I'm never gonna criticize the referees and everything after a win. So it's good when you win, but it's bad when you lose. You see what I'm saying? So overall, there's a lot of things that gotta change from the top to the bottom. And overall, do you guys need Messi back? I've heard a lot of things of like after Messi's contract expires at PSG, he has to come back because without him, we're not good. A lot of people were saying that you guys are good, and for as much, put it like this, for as much as I want Ronaldo to come back, we don't need him. We already closed that chapter. Would I take him back in a 6-month loan or like to retire on Madrid? As long as he takes the fact that like, hey, Benzema, Rodrigo, and Vini are the main man. You will be coming off the bench as a 38-year-old. As long as he takes that role, I will take it. But same thing with you guys. You cannot expect to get Messi back and completely be like the man again. No, it doesn't make sense. He cannot be your savior. You have to have a good team and put him as the cherry on the top, not the other way around. What else? Freaking La Liga, you guys are doing good. I feel like you guys have a very debt free team. Like you guys got a lot of injuries today, and you still put a competent team out there. Xavi has to get rid of favoritism. I've noticed that a lot. Like the thing about I'm gonna reflect that a lot to Real Madrid. Last season, Ancelotti his rotation was very poor, but there was a reason behind the madness. Like he didn't trust the other players. Meanwhile, in your case, or he did trust them. It's just he picked his holy trinity and everything over picking the young players. Meanwhile, you guys, you have Kessie. You have one of the best center defensive midfielders in the world in the bench, and you're putting Busquets over him. At this time, at this age and age, day and age, 2022, Busquets still your starter over Kessie, over Frankie De Jong, over I don't know who else is on your bench, but like, really, really, and then when it comes down to the Europa League, okay, now we go to the Europa League. You guys gotta win it. Last season, sure, everything was like, oh, like it's the Europa League, like we're here just because our team sucks, etc., etc. What's the excuse to not winning now? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you guys don't make it to the final, it's gonna be a bigger failure than last season. And something that I gotta clarify, which I've said a lot on my TikToks. If you want to follow us down there, by the way, La Liga as a whole, it's represented and dominates both the Champions League and the Europa League. The fact that you guys are going back to Europa League, even though yes, this season you got the group of death, last season you have no excuse, besides the fact that you had a very poor team. You guys are diminishing the value of La Liga. And overall, even though the pedigree of Real Madrid, the pedigree of Barcelona, the pedigree of Patético de Madrid, the pedigree of Sevilla, the pedigree of Valencia, all those teams, yes, they can pull big players. But if Barcelona keeps going down to Europa League and they don't perform, guess what that does? Marketing value goes down. What does that mean? Less money on your pocket, or not on your pocket, less money on Barcelona pocket, on the Real Madrid pocket, on the La Liga pocket. And what does that mean? Less money for transfer. What does that mean? Less talent, big talent to pool. Therefore, La Liga decreases in quality. The Premier League, it's gonna be the cash cow. They're gonna go miles away than us. So, do I believe the last 20 years La Liga has been the best league? Absolutely. There's no debate about it. Do I think this year, and I've said this multiple times in my TikTok and everything, right now, at this specific moment, the Prem is above La Liga. Of course, the past 20 years don't get me that shit. Freaking La Liga has been the best league for the past 20 years. But as of right now, we're seeing the transition to the Prem being the best league and possibly gonna dominate the next couple of years if we don't fix everything. So we are doing our part. Of course, I'm not. We are doing our part. I'm just one of the biggest fans when it comes down to social media, and I just talk a lot and I speak my mind. But Florentino Perez and Real Madrid are doing their part. You guys need to do the part, and it starts with the fans, starts with the culture. Every time Xavi says something like that, bro, you gotta call him out. You gotta call him out. You gotta be like, no, bro, like freaking shut the fuck up. Shut up. Like, no, we lost, we play bad, or we play good, but we lost. It's about winning, not about playing in style. As always, I'll see you to the next video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment down below. See you next time. Peace.